Peace and blessings, family. It's October 28th, 9:31 a.m. and it's a root day. I found a slot in my schedule to get over here to plant the rest of this bed out, this last bed. And I realized that I didn't get to show what the beds look like with all the straw on them. I had only got that late night recap. But yeah, so we got the fig right in here, dime back for winter. We'll see if it resprouts. It's actually got the buds right here on the side, so we'll see how that goes. I'm noticing that some leaves from the trees are blowing into the beds, so that's good for building up fertility. And you can see the big truck noise in the back. And then we have some sage bushes on the side. I'll probably snip these back a little bit more. It's a different variety of sage. My brother's wife actually has this up in Tahoe, and this one is just like a complete bush. It's crazy to see. It's amazing to see what can happen when you let something out of its pot. So yeah, and then we have the elderberry cuttings right down here. They started to sprout out, and I had them in my apartment, but they'll be fine. So we got the straw laid down to retain moisture and suppress the weeds, and we've dug out the pathways and put soil on top, deepening the pathways for moisture retention. And ideally you could fill the pathways with wood chips, and then there's like every year you dig them out after they decompose, put them on the beds, and then you refill the pathways. So there's a blackberry bush over there, there's a train in the back. So somebody commented on one of the last videos, like, I don't think you know where you are. Like, you're not even in Nevada, and you're definitely not in Sparks. I guess it's technically North Reno, the location, but North Reno is also very kind of like wide spread area. So it's kind of like central North Reno is kind of where the location's at. But basically what they were saying is that the soil looked so good that it didn't even look like I was in Nevada. And what I was trying to explain to that person is that that's what the soil has potential to look like, is when you build it up with compost and organic matter for year after year. So yeah, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds, and I wanted to go over what is in each bed again, just like for good documentation. See, I have my notebook right here. So row 1, this one right here, it has Montana Giant from Mad River Garlic in Ohio, German Extra Hardy from Peaceful Heritage in Grass Valley, California, and then I have the England France Heirloom bulbs and bulbuses. It's a soft neck variety, and it actually put off escape and produced seed heads, the bulbuses. So I planted those. Basically, the small little bulbuses, they turn into a clove on their first season, and then you replant that, and then it'll turn into a full head the next season. So they're really good for seed production. And then chestnut red from Territorial Seed, and then there's black walnut all down the middle. Also red Russian and Romanian red. So there's 6 different varieties of garlic, black walnuts, and elderberry cuttings, all in this one bed. Second bed is edible acres garlic and black walnuts down the middle. That's the edible acres garlic that I've saved from seed that I bought from them like 2 years ago, 22. And then rows 3 and 4 are the rest of the edible acres, with black walnuts down the middle in this one, and then in the 4th one right here it has pin oak, apricot seeds, peach seeds, and then yeah, that's all for that one. And then the last one right here, this is just gonna be more of the edible acres that I bought in, the 15 pounds this season, and more pin oak. So there's a lot here just in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds. Gonna be 6. So I'll dig out this last pathway, putting all the soil on top of the bed to build it up. Probably weed it a little bit first, and then I'll plant this out with the rest of the edible acres garlic and that Allen 99 that I've saved from Shaftesbury, Vermont, that he's been growing since the 90s in Shaftesbury, Vermont. Very big, beautiful heads of garlic that those cloves produce. And then I have a potential meeting with some more land to get the rest of the garlic planted, the 10 more varieties that I have. And then moving forward through the winter time, it will be planning out what seedlings starts that I'm gonna have ready to plant in these 6 beds when the garlic comes out. So the idea is that when the garlic comes out, you've already started kale, Swiss chard, 60-day tomatoes. The first ones I named, like the brassicas and the leafy greens, those are like 4 weeks before. But the tomatoes you want to start like 6 weeks before. But you also have to take into consideration that at that point of the season, mid-June to mid-July, that's when sunlight is at its peak. So stuff grows really fast at that point. It's not like when you're starting seedlings in the springtime and they take really long to get started. So since it's at a stable temperature, they become full-size transplants a lot faster. So like I said, kale, Swiss chard, 60-day tomatoes, cilantro, lettuces, having all that ready to go in mid-July, and then finish out the back season with annual vegetable greens and such, and maybe do an experimental planting of late season potatoes and maybe sweet potatoes, maybe pumpkins, because I have a 90-day pumpkin So that'll be August, September, October. Like now, you'd be pushing it with pumpkins. But I know they only take 90 days from seed, putting the seed in the ground, because I've been saving that New England pie pumpkin. And that New England pie pumpkin I want to keep on saving seed from and continue to grow out and offer that up to people one day with all of the garlic that I'm going to be selling. And the seeds that I also make a part of this business, the seed saving dynamic with the nursery stock dynamic, along with the garlic and annual vegetable production. So that's the whole goal and the vision, and we're going to keep moving forward with that. So peace, blessings, and wholeness, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.